Hello, it's John Neal here. Welcome back. Thanks for coming back. On this channel, John Longcroft-Neal. But I'll probably call myself John Neal again. I don't know. I'm here at Sandon Fields, which is a big 11-acre open field to fly my drone. And today's video is just about flying the drone. Right, I think it's a good thing to practice. I've had this drone about 10 months now, and I'm not too bad with it at all. I say so myself, I mean I haven't crashed it since. But there's two things I want to practice, and they're not quite nice manoeuvres with the drone. One's more difficult, and do that one first, and that's this. It's a sort of an up and over and look down at the same time. I'll show you on my bike. In fact, I use my bike just to demonstrate it. And that is to approach or be close to an object, rise up in front of it, go over the top, and then look down at it.
What's it like to be the one that he turns to when he's out of answers? What's it like to be the one that he comes to when he wants to dance?
Very useful when you're near a tower or a church spire or whatever. I've used it a couple of times and I really like it. But you've got to be careful because you're doing two things. One, you don't want to get too close. Let's say if it was a tree, which is very successful to do on, you don't want to crash into the tree, of course, but then at the same time you've got to watch what the camera is doing and keep half an eye on that. And I put the camera on a fairly slow movement on the gimbal control, and I'm doing the drone on C mode, that's cinematic, which means it's nice and slow. Well, here we are with take number 1. It took 6 takes, by the way, so stay around. Right, approaching my bike, trying to go up and over and bringing the camera down. A little bit high, camera down, bit too soon, and overshot. Oh well, take 2, here we go again. Right, this time, camera level, approach, nice, not too bad. Camera down, a bit too much, and then way over the top, that was worse. Take 3, a little bit slower, going up and over, still got more or less got, that's not too bad. And now then, take 4. Might be better to do it in parts. Go forward, go up, go over. Forward, up, and overshot a bit. How about take 5? Let's try this one. Much too high to start with, but actually rounding off and not looking too bad. It's quite difficult with a small item like a bike. Take 6. Rolling down, just about keeping it in. That's not too bad at all. It took 6 goes, and I've done this before. Well, that was not easy. Come in shot. That wasn't easy. I think the distances were quite small. If it's up and over a big tree or a big church, it's a lot easier to do. But it took me quite half a dozen times to get that vaguely right. So, go away. Right, last one I'm going to try is away from me and up, which is a lot easier. Right, off and away. What am I doing? I think I'm using semaphore. Well, it seems to be working. Just 2 controls pushed backwards and upwards. And I'm staying right in the center of frame, which is pretty good. That works well. And if you reverse it, look, nice effect. Let's try this with a real tree, a real big object. The bigger the object, much better, much easier to do it. Approaching nice and gently. It seemed very important to be able to see the drone. I've got the strobe on the bottom so I can see it very clearly as well. Not too close. Nice and high. I know I'm above the tree so I can go forward quite safely. Roll the camera around by looking at the screen. And then right over the top, nice and gently. And there's the river. Anchor just behind it. Not too bad. Let's try again. This time it looks a little bit hairy, but in fact I'm watching the drone and I can clearly see that it is not too close to the tree, even though it looks like it. And do it in stages too, forwards, up, and then over the top, and a little bit of roll of the camera. Finally, just like to show you how to do a very quick and safe zoom in, and that's to do a zoom backwards and reverse the clip. And to make it look very adventurous, 3 times the speed. Stop there. When you bring the drone back, it's sometimes a good idea to fly it backwards because left is still left and right is still right. Hang on, I still think I'm using semaphore. Down he goes. It may not appear, but it's starting to get a bit dark. So, and it's spitting of rain as well. So I have to go back. By the way, look at this, the strobe. Really very, very effective. About 15 quid and very bright. And in these conditions, very useful because you can really see where it is. If I can, it's a tiny little switch on it. So we turn it off. Oh, I love this drone. So there you have it. Simply a drone video today. 2 things. This sort of up and over and looking down as you go over or stay at the top. I'm realising now it's more effective if it's over a big object like a tree. You can do it, it gives you a bit more time to think about what you're doing, because you've got to go forwards, up, hang on, I'm doing it wrong now, forwards, up, and then roll the camera as well. It's complicated, but and I'm getting old, come on. And the other one, which is just going away from you and up, is pretty effective as well. That's a simpler one. There are other little tricks which, over my vast experience of 10 months of owning a drone, I might share with you. I don't know why, there's lots of other people doing it just as well. Of course, a lot better as well. But yeah, 1 or 2 simple things, because I'm noticing that there's some people, there is a very good Facebook page for the Mavic Mini 1, and 1 or 2 folk have only just bought them and are wondering what the best way of using it is. So yeah, I think it's a good idea to have a think about what you're doing, have a practice, because you don't want to lose it. Main railway line. Got to keep away from railway lines, by the way. Keep away from them. Right, okay, I think we better wrap up and go home. Okay, I'll see you again next time. Bye bye.